Welcome to the Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Whoa, it's starting to sound more natural to me. Today we are talking about market manipulation. So why this topic? Well, I think yesterday Robbie Cole made a video going over some past eBay auctions for vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards from first edition LOB, IOC, PSV and so forth, as well as the Cyberstein that I also covered selling for $10,000 something. Now a ton of people in the comments went, this is impossible, no way, this is market manipulation, none of this is real. So, as a person with not a massive Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube channel, with no voice big enough to manipulate the market, let me give you my ideas on that topic. First of all, I will say, yes, a speculative market like a collectible asset can absolutely be manipulated. If anyone is telling you that it can't be, they're lying and they probably have some type of vested interest. Look at something like a Gary Vaynerchuk. Now I'm not saying he's manipulating markets on purpose, but his voice hyping up baseball cards and Pokemon cards and so forth can absolutely have an effect and can absolutely make him money if he wanted to. So yes, these types of markets, collectibles, antiques, can absolutely be manipulated. Now here's the ticker. Does that mean every single time cards go up, it is being manipulated? Absolutely fucking not. Let me tell you why. I was one of the bidders on a lot of these auctions. I saw this person offloading a crap ton of mint and near mint old cards, and I saw them when they were still low, and I started following all those auctions. What is the reason? Why would a person like me bid on these? Let me make it very clear. And some people are not gonna like the fact that I'm gonna share this little strategy, but I don't give a fuck. People are saying, oh look, these raw cards sold at all-time highs. Therefore, it's being manipulated because why would they be going up? Well, because their PSA counterparts are also going up. That is why I also bid on these. If you check the PSA appraisal reports, so you can see how much a certain PSA graded card sold for, all of these cards' prices were well below PSA 8 levels, despite them probably grading PSA 8 or higher. And so there's a lot of arbitrage for a Yu-Gi-Oh collector, speculator, investor to make money by just buying raw, getting them graded, and then selling or keeping them in their collection. This means people like me, and I say like me because I was fucking there, I was bidding at fucking 3 AM for me. I was ready to pay slightly under the all-time highs we saw here. I was usually in the auctions till the last second. I only ended up winning one of the cards. Everything else was slightly above what I was willing to pay. But if you check what these cards paid for and what PSA 8 and 9 versions of these cards sold for, this is not a big surprise. The only big surprise was the Cyberstein. So again, my plan was to try and win all these auctions at prices that PSA 8 sold for. Some of these cards, after I would then grade them, would come back 8s. I would sell those and I would pocket the 9s and 10s at a massive fucking profit just from the grading arbitrage. That was what I was gonna do, and that's what all these other buyers were also gonna do. So if you think these all-time highs are some crazy manipulation, no. It's literally just grading arbitrage. Which leads us to the only card on this fucking list that didn't serve that point, and that was the Cyberstein. Now, I do believe that this seller overvalues the condition of his cards. He will say something like mint / near mint, and I will check the back and go, this is never getting a mint, this is never being a 9 or 10. And so I immediately unfollowed all of the auctions of which I think this is gonna be an 8 or a 7. And so yes, someone who isn't all that sophisticated in this domain will probably overpay on some of these cards, but quite some of these were properly priced, whether you like that or not. Now, then we reach the Stein. Holy hell, that Stein sold for 10K, yeah, but the back had a big dent. The seller claimed it used to be a PSA 9 and that he broke it out of the case. Maybe that's true, What I think happened was he broke it out of the case and the dent in the back happened afterwards because this dent is so bad. That is never getting a 9 again. So yes, that card spiked high. Again, words from the grapevine was that this was some crazy Pokemon/Magic collector investor moving into the market, and I can see why, but yeah, that didn't make much sense. We also saw the Dark End Dragon going for a huge amount. Again, this makes sense. This is a Shonen Jump price card, so a very low pop. For the longest time, there wasn't massive like speculative interest in this card, but now that people are realizing, fuck, these Shonen Jump price cards are going up, the Dark End Dragon is the only one we can still get, people jumped on it. I was in the race for that card up until, I want to say, 2.5k. About 2.5k I was willing to spend. Then the last second that thing shot to 4.2. I was like, lol, I'm out. And then I bought the last one in Europe for 2.5k euros, which is about 2.8k dollars. Yes, that Dark End Dragon broke some records once again. There was one on EU you could just grab. Now that's gone though. All the Dark End Dragons are gone. Too fucking bad for you. But so getting back to the topic. Is market manipulation possible in this game? Absolutely. And in Pokemon MTG as well. It's even possible in fucking stocks, but you know, less so. Collectibles are far more prone to this stuff because the slightest amount of solid capital can make a dent in the entire market. This auction right here just doesn't look manipulated to me because I was there. I was following all the bids. I was bidding against some of these people, and this felt like a very organic little bidding war, except for the Stein, which blew my mind. Once again, some people are saying like, a year ago this was way less. Yes, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Pokemon went up majorly, MTG went up majorly. You're not gonna tell me that all of these collectibles, and by the way, it is all collectibles, like the entire category of collectibles has exploded during COVID. You're not gonna tell me that all of these collectibles are being manipulated at once. It's just that the market is going up. The reason for that, loads of people have differing opinions. Some say, oh, it's stimulus checks. Really? You're telling me that a Pokemon box sold for $200,000 because of the $600 stimulus check that guy got? Really? Wow. So other people are saying, oh, it's because of the US Fed printing money. Again, yeah, quantitative easing, bankrolls. Like, I don't see these types of assets appreciating that much just because of that. Because stock didn't appreciate that much either. Yes, we're at all-time highs, but it's mostly because the markets have already corrected from the post-COVID dip. If you take it from its lowest point in March and go to now, what was it, a 30% increase or something like that? Collectibles went up 600% or something. So this is not just inflation of assets. If it was just inflation of assets, other financial assets would also be inflated, well, more than they are. So what is it? I don't know. If anyone actually knew, they would probably already make a beautiful video about it. Some SM Pratt reserved investments, alpha investments would probably already have a beautiful theory, but everyone's saying different shit or way too vague shit. No one actually knows. Economies are very fucking complex. But so to round it all off, can it be manipulated? Absolutely. Was this market manipulation? No. This is just, once again, the market is going up. Sorry if you don't like it. There's more interest in the collector's market of Yu-Gi-Oh! Than ever. It's starting to be taken more and more seriously. One could argue the entire collectibles market of like trading card games and graded video games and all of this shit is in some type of speculative bubble. You could say, oh, it's gonna pop any day now. One thing about that is that usually when people say that, it's because they don't own any of these cards or collectibles and they're just hoping it will. You see people doomsaying about stocks and real estate every day of every year forever because they don't own anything and hope they'll be able to buy everything for $1. It's not gonna happen. But yes, it could very well be in some type of speculative bubble that lasts decades or days or months or years. Who fucking knows? All we see right now is that these vintage cards are going up. They're going up hard across many categories, across many markets, and it cannot be from a couple entities manipulating. That is all I have for today. Hope you found this interesting. If you did, like, subscribe. We'll have some more interesting discussions about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collecting and investing market over here on Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh! Ciao!